Never board a train that isn't on the schedule. It was after midnight. The little rural station was empty except for the hum of bugs and the click of my shoes on the platform. My phone kept refreshing, saying no trains were listed for another hour. I was late for a job meeting across town when a silent train slid out of the darkness. The old steel, black windows and no markings should have been the warning, but the flickering sign above showed my destination. I hesitated only a second. Perfect timing, I thought. Then I stepped inside. The carriage smelled faintly of dust and perfume. Inside were velvet seats with old brass fittings dulled by time. The lights overhead were warm and steady. It actually felt elegant. I sat near the back, dropping my bag on the seat as I tried to calm my racing mind. The train glided forward with a deep, smooth rumble. Then, from the next booth over, came soft voices, a man and a woman laughing quietly, like newlyweds. Their words were indistinct, but sounded cheerful. I smiled. At least I wasn't alone. Minutes passed. As their laughter thinned, their voices grew slower, raspier, trembling as if aging. Then came coughs, groans, and a long silence. I then leaned over the booth, and there sat two skeletons slumped against the velvet, their clothes turning brittle. As I watched, the bones themselves crumble into pale dust. My breath caught as I staggered back into my seat. My heart pounded as I ran to the window for help. That's when I caught my reflection. Deep lines now carved my face. My hands, once steady, were veined and brittle. Suddenly, the train halted. I panicked as I threw myself onto the platform. The world snapped back into normal color. I was at my stop. My face in the glass looked young again. I laughed shakily. It was just a nightmare, I muttered, hurrying to my meeting. I reached the office, but as I stepped into the lobby, my vision flickered. For a heartbeat, I was back in the dim carriage. As I walked down the long hallways, suddenly everything went black. The floor under me rumbled. I was back on the train, now filled with passengers staring ahead. The smell of iron thick as blood. Now a conductor shuffled past, leaning in close. His voice was like a hiss of steam escaping. Next station, death.
Scream.